in the heart of Namibia, where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky. A new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to vintage rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle, our people, they know strength, and our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home, feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
Being marshaled in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after the break. This is indeed it's Swakopmund Region 5 games here at Finita Stadium, and we are back with the 100 meters that is for Special Olympics. Mr. Johannes, lane draw, if we just quickly go through the lane draw, that is bib number 390. Namibia's Quinton Gaep, and in lane 2 will be Tadi Vanashe Doro from Zimbabwe as well, from Zimbabwe, bib number 426, and they are getting ready to get into the blocks. Bib number 426, Haikela Paulinus from Namibia, Mozuve Kachivive from Namibia as well, and Keith Maya Blessing Chiba. And there they go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the gentlemen in the Special Olympics, taking Namibia on the inside in lane 1. Couldn't hold on. Coming on lane 7. There's a fight for lane 7 and 8. And indeed, that would be a close call for lane 7 and 8. And that would be Muhammad Wamburu and Tudor Bans from South Africa.
What a photo finish, Mr. Norman. He was very strong in the last stage.
Indeed.
But the Namibian tried to hang on, but he couldn't hold on for that
Was
long.
the 100 meters.
That's the replay, ladies and gentlemen. Just look at that. Namibian athletes quite pushing there.
Shoulder to shoulder until the last 20 minutes.
Indeed, Barnes, who killed this one.
Up next should
Tudor
be the
That was a close one. The Botswanan taking third position in heat 1. That is
100 meter.
Loago Maja Keith from Botswana.
Maya Keith Luago from Botswana in the third place there. It is lane 5. So basically it's lane 5, lane 7 and lane 8. Those are the podium places for the first heat. Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, this is only heats. So athletes will be later put into the final. It will be different heats, and they will use the qualifying categories to put them into the final.
Well, they finished in a time of 12:15, and it was a headwind of minus 2.1.
It's quite a, it's a negative, yeah, indeed, not in favor of them, but a good time that we will keep you updated as well with the time as from the next heat. Wind is currently not much in their favor. Very, very strong wind for the 100 meters there. Negative 2.1.
Replay. The Namibian from lane 1 exploded out of the block, but it all comes to line 7 and 8, the South African and the Namibian.
Botswana taking the third place there. two more Namibians and
Being
the
matched
Angolan
there,
athlete.
entering there, it is the
Or
100
Malawian athlete
meter
rather.
special
What an
Olympics
interesting race,
men
Mr. Norman.
semi-final
Moving up to hit 2.
That is the 100
Shortly.
meter special Olympics.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
semi-final
fireworks
2.
here in terms of the special Olympians, and they are indeed showing us and showcasing us here a wonderful, wonderful race, and we are looking forward to the next race that might be coming up. It might be another explosive event here. We have made it very clear to our spectators, our viewers, that Special Olympics and para athletes are totally two different things. The Special Olympics is they have a intellectual challenge, which they are further put into different divisions again. This is Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, and Division 4, where they will run according to, or they will compete in long jump and in the short sprints, that is 100 and 200 meters, according to their abilities. And that is where the divisioning of the Special Olympians come in. So this is a cognitive, intellectual challenging, where they have different challenges cognitively. And para athletes, on the other hand, are those athletes absolutely nothing wrong with their cognitive or intellectual abilities, but rather physical disabilities. This could be a leg that is not well formed, or a arm that is indeed amputated due to certain illness or anything, or it could just be an accident where they got an amputation, as well as also different visions. That is usually these are our runners in the T. So the T stands for track, and the F stands for, so when they classify these athletes, they have different T's and F's.
Well, introduction of athletes. Lane 1 from Namibia, Johannes. Lane 2 from South Africa, Inama Kama. Lane 3 from Botswana, Tabiso Tapate Tame. Lane 4 from Malawi, Alfred Godwin, Lafired Godwin. And lane 5 from Namibia, Matthews Duba Shapopi. And lane 6 from Botswana, Mole Batsi Koketso Samuel. And from Zimbabwe in lane 7, that is Spelogi from Zimbabwe, Spelogi Kachembere. Well, this will be an interesting heat as well. The only question is, will they give us a faster time compared to hit 1?
Indeed, names that are quite familiar with us now is also known from the long jump previously today, where most of these athletes participated in the long jump for Special Olympians or Special Olympics. And we are looking forward to see what they are capable of doing on the track, and we will keep you updated on our different runners, ladies and gentlemen. That is from Namibia to Malawi, Botswana. What do we still have there? We have South Africa as well in the mix there. Yes, we do have South Africa, and Zimbabwe also in the mix.
Well, keep your eyes on the South African as well as Shampapi from Namibia. These are some of the strongest athletes in the heat.
That's a Namibian flag there from the spectators, showing proud moments. Indeed, this is another milestone for Namibia in terms of international competitions. Organizing an event of such a magnitude is not really easy. A lot of planning, a lot of resources, a lot of people that needs to work together in order to pull off this one. And we would like to thank the government of Namibia at this stage for allowing this event to come to Namibia. Indeed, it also created some sort of income for local entrepreneurs in terms of catering, accommodation, and other services needed for this event. So it is not just some that benefits, but almost everybody can benefit from such an event.
Johannes, Kama, Tabiso, Godwin, Shampampi, Samuel, Spelongi. Gentlemen.
These are the Special Olympians.
Quite an explosive start from Johannes, but he was left in the dust already. The Botswanian coming in very strong indeed, but here comes Shampapi, as we predicted. Shampapi now trying to take it by the Botswanian. That is Tabosi. Now Zimbabwe from the outside lane.
What a race.
Taking it.
What a race. What a race. Our Malawian counterpart, Godwin, struggled to come out of the blocks there. But it is indeed Spalogi from Zimbabwe coming in very strong for second place there. Just look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Couldn't hold on to that, unfortunately. Taking the lead there is the athlete from Botswana. Namibia trying to push in lane 5 for that, or lane 4 for that second position. But just look at this on the outside lane. It is Zimbabwe coming strong in lane 7 to take the second place. Namibia in the third, Botswana fourth. Those are the athletes coming over the finishing line.
What a photo finish. For once I thought the Botswanian took it, but looks like it was him indeed. But then Spelongi from Zimbabwe, I thought he was going to take the gold or first position, but not at all.
Indeed, Mr. Johannes, what a lovely race there from the youngsters. We have been familiar with these names since morning, and we wanted to see Spelongi on the track, and indeed he showed us that he is capable of doing some wonders on the track as well. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are also getting ready for the long jump men. We will at some stage also introduce those athletes to you, making sure that they do definitely be introduced to you. And we would like to remind you of the different platforms that you can use to make sure that you do not miss out on any of these events, and that would be the NBC 2, where you can get yourself the platform, get onto the platform to look at these games and make sure that you do not miss out a single moment of the excitement happening here in Swakopmund. Also at the YouTube channel, if you are there, just press the subscribe button and also ring that notification bell so that you do not be left out with all the information or happenings of the NBC. That's the Namibian Broadcasting Corporation, or the National Broadcasting Corporation. As well as if you have DSTV, you can gently channel to channel 283. That is where you will find the NBC on DSTV. Also, if you have an Android phone and you think you does not have any of the other platforms, you can just simply download the NBC Plus app and you can watch this live on the stream platform. These are the platforms where you can ensure yourself not to miss out on the excitement happening here at Venita Stadium. And we would like to invite your friends and family, if they are locally in Swakopmund, inform them to come and enjoy this afternoon session with us as we are getting ready for the long jump and also another heat in the men Special Olympics 100 meters.
Hit 3 Coming up, that will be the men 100 meters special Olympic. Like we say, the event is also all about inclusivity. Let's not forget, we have a couple of Namibians in this one.
Indeed, Mr. Johannes, this is the first time also that Special Olympics is taking part in the Region 5 Games, and that is indeed a huge step into the right direction in terms of inclusivity.
Yes, Mr. Norman, and it's quite a good move from the organizers to include the Special Olympic.
Yes, on the screen you can see yourself the athletes there for the third semi-final or heat 3. Those are the athletes on the screen. We will soon introduce to you them on the track as well. But just a glimpse there on who to expect in the semi-finals heat 3 and or semi-final 3. Different nations represented. It's Eswatini, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe. Those are the nations or the member countries represented in these 100 meters for men Special Olympics. Some of our countries, that is Malawi, nicely enjoying the Namibian weather here in Swakopmund, and I must really say lovely weather since this morning in Swakopmund. We are indeed blessed with wonderful weather.
Participating in the 100 meters
Well,
youth men,
the long jump athlete, they are just measuring their steps,
Special Olympics
doing their warm-ups.
semi-final 3.
Back to the track, Mr.
Lane
Norman.
number
On the
1.
track in lane 1, bib number 376 from Eswatini, Zima Mukulelo.
Lane number 2.
In lane 2, bib number 425 from Namibia, Paulus Mbundu Kavina.
Bib number 372.
In lane 3, bib number 372, Rabo Letabo from Botswana. In lane 4, ladies and gentlemen, bib number 379 from Eswatini, Bongi Zeni Metfula. In lane 5, bib number 413 from Zimbabwe, it is Ryan Chikwedere. And in lane 6, ladies and gentlemen,
Lane number
bib number 397 from Namibia, Malakia Sikon Nekeni. And in lane 7, ladies and gentlemen, bib number 388 from Namibia, it is Jackson Nambau, who is representing Namibia there in lane 7. And these are our athletes' lane draw for heat 3. Mr. John is looking quite competitive pack of athletes here in this group.
Watch out for the guy from Botswana in lane 3.
That's or rather Letapo Rapo from Botswana. We are also looking forward to Ryan Chikwedere from Zimbabwe. That might be a thorn in the flesh here for our athletes, but Namibian athletes, they are represented, 3 of them in this Special Olympics, and we will have to find out, will they be able to pull off this one.
Hopefully they will give us a faster time.
And there they go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the hit 3 gentlemen coming in strong is lane 2. That would be definitely Paulus Mbundu. He's going strong. Is something else happening in lane 2? It is Paulus. He's taking it very easy there. Kavina from Namibia. And it might be another Namibian in the second place there. And that is a time of 13.28 seconds rather, and a negative wind of 1.8. That is indeed a lovely run. Just at the replay look there at Mr. Mbundu Paulus taking it in the second place. Looks like the athlete from Namibia also, Malakia, who took that one in the second place.
Well, Namibia taking 1 and 2. Zimbabwe taking third position. Well, the Namibians dominated this heat, Mr. Norman.
Indeed, long jump. Terswan Hak from Namibia might be giving us some good results here in the long jump. But this is everybody's game. Anyone.
This belongs to anyone. Mozambique.
That is the long jump. Botswana in the mix. Mozambique, South Africa, Namibia.
There goes the replay. Paulus, the Namibian, in lane 2. Quite explosive from the block and demonstrating, giving master classes to the other athletes now in heat 3.
It's actually very competitive group. Everybody almost finished at the same time, if you are looking at that. So yeah, this is unfortunately only those that are qualifying in terms of the qualifying requirements will be going through to the next round, and that would be in the finals. So yeah, if you didn't give your best now, it would definitely be too late.
Well, there's always next time.
Indeed. And talking about next time, ladies and gentlemen, we will be heading to Nigeria. That will be in from the 14th to the 18th of July 2025. That will be in the city of Abeokuta, and that's where the Confederation of African Athletics Champs will be taking place for the under 18 and under 20 men and women, and that will be all the nations, African nations, will be joining the championships in Nigeria, as that's indeed another opportunity for some of the athletes who have qualified indeed for the track and field events.
Well, moving on to heat 4 of our men Special Olympic.
That's just on the screen the lane draw for the Special Olympics semi-final 4, and they will be taking up the first 7 lanes.
2 athletes from Angola, 2 from Zambia, 1 from South Africa, and Eswatini, and so forth. Now, the gentlemen look focused. Introduction in
Presentation of athletes participating in the 100 meters youth men.
Whoa, heat
Special
4,
Olympics
men
semi-final
Special
4.
Olympic semi-finals. Lane 1 from Angola.
Heat number 365, Veloso
Gabriel
Josma
Veloso
Gabriel,
Josma
Angola.
from Angola.
Heat
Lane
number
2,
366,
also from Angola. Buzua Kazembe Joao
Magalhães, Angola.
Magals
Lane number 3.
from Angola.
Heat
Lane
number
3,
424,
Julius
Nadipite
Nambahu
Namibia.
from
Lane
Namibia.
number 4.
Lane 4,
415,
Kanyama Kanyama
Zambia.
from
Lane
Zambia.
number 5.
Lane
Number
5,
one, bit
Nyombo
number
Tabo
416, Nyumbu
from
Tabo,
Zambia.
Lane number 6.
Lane 6,
Bit number 377,
Mohammed
Mohammed
Shogun
Eswatini.
from
Lane number
Eswatini.
7.
And lane
Bit
7,
number 401,
Pelego
Pelejo
Matiba from Republic of South Africa.
7 athletes in
Well,
that heat there.
7 athletes in the heat, 2 from Angola,
Almost
1 from Namibia, 2 from Zambia,
Every
Eswatini,
country
as well as
except Zim.
South Africa. Mr. Norman, I believe all these countries are well represented in this heat.
That's absolutely true, Mr. Johannes. You can see yourself 2 from Angola, 2 from Zambia, Namibia, Eswatini, and South Africa. That is quite a good representation of the different countries, and we are looking forward to this heat as well. This will be heat 4, as the previous heat was recording a 13 point some seconds there.
Yes.
The previous heat. For this one, will this be a faster heat? We will have to find out soon.
Who's the favorite here?
Athletes on their marks.
In the starting block, Gabriel, Joao, Nambahu, Kanyama, Tabo, Shagun, Matiba, Gentlemen, all in the blocks. There's a false start.
That is a double shot there.
Let's hope it's not a false start.
In
But it looks like it was a false start.
presenting the athletes
Or is it
for
a
event
technical
number
error?
72 long jump youth men final. First athlete, bib number 109.
At the long jump, we
Conchita
have
Zakaria
following
Namibia.
athletes, and that is in
Bib number 110.
bib number 109. That is
Tashan
Conjila
Namibia.
Sakaria
Wow.
from
Bib
Namibia.
number 111.
It was
Angela Namibia. Bib number 156.
Bib number 110 from Namibia, Taswan Haq.
Chamakwara.
In bib number 111 from Namibia, Angelo
Bib
Ratz.
number 165.
From bib number 156 from Zimbabwe, it is Delana
Bib number 166.
Chamakwara. In
Takunda,
bib number
Zimbabwe.
165 from Zimbabwe, it
Bib
is
number
Panashe
167,
Mutu
Shishana.
Nure. In bib number
Leroy,
166, all the way from Zimbabwe, Takunda
Bib number
Mutizwa.
171,
In bib number
Kubane
167,
Alberto
Leroy Chizaya
Bib number
from
220,
Zimbabwe.
Dima
And in bib number 171
Rofika
is Mozambique's
Botswana. Bib number
Kubane
227,
Alberto
Setomo Letso.
Tasio. And in bib number 220 from Botswana, Lofika Dima. In bib number 227 from Botswana, Letso
Bib number
Se
251,
Setomo. And in lane, or rather bib number 282 from South Africa, Raffles Luke. And in bib number 251 from Lesotho, Nutaye Lia Kofa. And our last athlete there from Lesotho with bib number 252, Mohela Nayesemane. These are our long jump athletes.
well back to the men 100-meter Special Olympic. It seemed it was the athlete in lane 5 flinching before the gun. It wasn't a false start, but he got a warning. And that was Tabo from Zambia. Gabriel, Joao, Nambahu, Kanyama, Tabo, Shagan, Matiba. Beautiful start by the Namibian Nambahu. But here comes the athlete from Eswatini now. Going into the lead, pulling away from everybody. He's not even leaving room for any error. That is Shagon from Eswatini, pulling it and taking it in an easy fashion style. That was Eswatini. Muhammad taking that one
Ladies and gentlemen,
straight to the finish line.
Yes, that is indeed hit 4, where these youngsters just came very fast over the finishing line. That was 13:26. 13:26, which was indeed quite a fast race here. Look at that. Arms going right in the opposite direction as the legs, and that's the perfect style you want. Not working in the same direction, opposite directions. Lovely arm swings, long high knees coming strong there.
Long strides.
Yes, indeed.
Beautiful running mechanic.
That was hit 4. It was Feleso Ngoza, Julius Kanyama, Neyumbu Muhammad, and Pele Kehu. Those were the athletes in the HIT 400 meters Special Olympics.
I must say Kanyama took part in a lot of events over these 2 days.
Indeed, this is our youngster from Mozambique who is giving us a nice time here, or rather having a nice time himself. This is our Special Olympic athlete, and this is indeed in a different division.
The fifth
As you can
and
see
final
yourself,
semi-final for
He's
the
ready.
men's
He's
we
not
are
Olympic
in the
100 meters.
in the fifth hit,
Lane number
lane 1,
2.
bib number 400. That goes to Teboko Sebalo from South Africa.
Lane number
Lane 2.
3.
From Mozambique is Tebe Adalberto Glides from Mozambique. In lane 3, bib number 364, Angola's Capillo Edelson Wami Peso. And then in lane 4, ladies and gentlemen, bib number 402 from South Africa, New Buyambo. This is the HIT 5 for the Special Olympians. And they will be coming soon down the 100 meters for their hit in these 100 meters to complete the semi-finals.
I know it's a strong wind and it's a headwind of -2.9, but I'm sure these athletes will be fine.
Indeed, it is getting quite strong. The wind is getting quite strong here. That's our athlete from Mozambique. In lane,
Perhaps they can just maybe place him
in lane 2.
in lane 2, or
There goes the athletes coming fast there. And it is indeed taking it. There is bib number 402. And that is Neo Buyambo from South Africa, going strong over the finishing line. In the second place would be our athlete, another athlete there from South Africa, Toboko Sebalo, and a Mozambican coming over the finishing line there as well, showing victory. Indeed,
well,
he is victorious.
Dembe finished strong. The athlete from Mozambique.
This is inclusivity, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing there. He will not be disqualified due to the fact that he is not interfering in any of the athlete's performance. No obstruction there, and this athlete will be
Up next, ladies and
then
gentlemen, should be the 1,500
be able
meter
to
man
be
final.
ranked in the third place for this race.
1,500 meter man final. On
Well,
the
finishing in
field,
an
we
unofficial
have
time
the
of
long jump man final
15.44.
as well. On the field, it is the
There
long
is
jump
indeed
man
a headwind of
final.
-2.9. That is
After
quite
the
quite
1.5, ladies
a
and
strong
gentlemen,
wind there.
we should be having the
But still,
finals of the 100
very good times here.
meter
We had a
T11.
13.26,
100 meter
which is
final
quite
T12,
impressive.
the final of the 100 meter T30 men, as well as the 100 meter men.
Next on the
Ladies and
track will
gentlemen,
be the
this is
T13 100
connected
meters,
back, right here.
T12 100 meters
In
final, as well as the T11 100 meters final for men. All these events will be for men.
Because we are awaiting for the finals of the 100 meter men.
In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we are focusing on the long jump for men.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, this is a straight final. No hits. This is men long jump.
Is this Angelo Ratz or is it Zakaria Konjila?
I believe it might be Zakaria Konjila from Namibia.
That should be bib number 109.
Yes, it is Zakaria. That's if we are not wrong.
It looks like that. Looks like it will be also their first jumps, or they have been just recalled by the official there. The wind is picking up here in Swakopmund, and it might be getting difficult now for especially the 100 meters and the 400 meters, where you absolutely want a very perfect wind almost to ensure for perfect results and good times in terms of the track. The jumpers might be enjoying it because it is a southwestern wind, which might be giving them a little bit of a tail push.
Tail push.
Indeed, yeah. So for the jumpers, this will not be a struggle at this stage.
They will be flying here today, and I'm sure this wind will carry them over a distance.
Indeed. They just need to use this to their benefit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Region 5 Games and Athletics Championships taking place here in Swakopmund. We have international technical officials from across Southern Africa assisting in this prestigious event here in Namibia. This is under the auspices of the African Union Sports Council, and which have different regions in Africa, and we are Region 5, and this is not because of 5 countries, but rather because of the demarcation or the geographical location of our region, as they have started up in the north, that is northern countries with Region 5, Region 1, region divided Africa into 5 sports regions, and that is Region 5 indeed is the Confederation of Region 5 is part of the African Union Sports Council's different locations or different regions. Yeah, basically like Namibia been divided into 14 different regions, Africa has been divided in to 5 different sports regions according to the African Union Sports Council. That is where Region 5 comes from, and it is not because of 5 countries. Indeed, there are 10 member countries participating at this event. That is Angola, Botswana, Eswatini, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, the host country, South Africa, Zambia and Zimbabwe. These are the 10 member countries currently part of Region 5. If you would like to find out more on the other regions, you can indeed just go onto Google and go into the search bar and look for the Africa Union Sports Council regions, and you will definitely see which countries are in the other respective regions.
Well, in the background, there goes our 1,500 meter men final, moving towards the starting line.
This indeed, Mr. Johannes, will be another interesting race, as we will be seeing the best of Southern Africa in this 1,500 meters, and we can make ourselves ready for a lovely race that will indeed give us some good excitement here, and we are looking forward to whether there might be a pace setter as well, making sure that everybody has a nice pace and pull off some good times here.
Yes. Well, the spectators enjoying themselves.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to see more spectators coming into the arena and ensuring that we support local as well as our international athletes that would be right here at the Finita Stadium. Come in and just have your part of the Region 5 games also here in Swakopmund. This is indeed ours, as the slogan of Namibian, the NBC, Namibian Broadcasting Corporation. It's ours, and indeed we are here at the Finita Stadium, and Namibia has the opportunity of hosting this prestigious event right here in Swakopmund. Looking at the beautiful track with the beautiful layout. This was done by Mr. Henny Horn and his partners in collaboration with the Namibian government, as well as the Region 5 Confederation, as well as other partners involved, ensuring that we do have a proper track to run on and ensuring that everything on the track is indeed well painted and in line with standards of world athletics. We would like to acknowledge the hard work of these gentlemen behind the scenes. It is indeed well done, and we salute them for their hard work. A lot of other logistics also in place, and this is what we would love to see in future events. And this also gives Namibia the opportunity to indeed upgrade infrastructures. In the long jump, this will be that's one hug from Namibia, bib number 110, taking a massive jump there, getting very quick out of the pit, and that is a valid jump. Yes, as I said, this is an opportunity where the infrastructure, Mr. Johannes, can definitely be improved in terms of hosting such events in Namibia, but not only infrastructure, looking at other platforms that can improve the livelihood of our Namibians.
Yes, quite indeed, Mr. Norman. Well, moving on to the 1,500 meter. Right on the screen, those are the competitors for this event here. We have almost 20 of them. Let's find out if there are really 20.
They are indeed 20 on the list.
Wow.
And
we have different countries. We have Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Zambia. But let's dig into it. We have Gili Osco Nihale Valley from Namibia, Glovu Pakamila from Zimbabwe, Kumalo Gift from Zimbabwe, Kobe Shelton from Zimbabwe, Mazuquila Manuel Ferna from Mozambique, and Kata Frek from Zambia, Cherenje Chisomo from Malawi, Matembula Stephen, Malawi, Chisale Nathal, Malawi, Muamba Victor Miguel from Angola.
And in bib number 224, it is Mukagu Lebogang from Botswana. In bib number 226 is Bakang Po Nang from Botswana as well. And we have from Eswatini, Siyanda Dandwe from bib number 231, and bib number 232 will be Eswatini's Muzi Mavimbela. In bib number 260, Lesotho's Tsitso Peko. In bib number 276 will be South Africans Lambrecht de Villiers. In bib number 277 from South Africa is Michael Becker. In bib number 253 from Lesotho, Thomas Kopano. In bib number 256 will be Lesotho's Lepola Amogeleng. And in bib number 160 from Zimbabwe, Jackson Nayammanzana. These are the athletes lined up for the 1,500 meters. Becker, we saw him in the 3,000 meters.
Dominating that race.
Was something not to play with. having the power in the 3,000 meters, coming into the straight, making sure that he indeed take that one. But let's
Well,
see in this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Do not underestimate the athlete running barefoot as well. Don't count him out. Quite a takeoff, blistering pace, and they are
Looks
juggling
like
for
there is
position. Zimbabwe in the lead.
it's quite a good start there. I don't think this is the pace setting. This is
No.
indeed for a good run. This is Zimbabwe taking it there for us. Might this be Pekamile Nglovo in a bib number 161?
Botswana in
the
second
guy?
place.
As they are
And
coming for the first 300 meters into the straight.
at point of correction, I think the one in front is it Zimbabwe or Zambia?
We will soon inform you on who is in the forerun.
Quite a fast pace. Now the Botswanan.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, going there fast there. It's a group of 3 athletes. Botswana in the second place. Looks like Zimbabwe in the third place. Or Malawi rather in the third place there. The
Well,
athlete up front is indeed Zimbabwean's athlete. We just need to find out
Now-
whether it is Nglovo, Kumalo or Kube. Who is it?
It's Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia taking 1, 2, 3. But it's not yet the final.
South Africa, Zimbabwe.
Great jump.
The South Africans at this stage in the race
They
are
are
quite at the back.
they are nowhere
And
to
it's
be
bib number
found.
163, and that
in
would
the
be
leading pack.
Shelton Kube. Bib number from Botswana.
Mugagu now heading into the lead.
Indeed, it's still Kube in the lead.
Now there's Zimbabwean. Can he
It
hold
is,
him off?
That would be quite a struggle now for the South Africans to get into this. Zambia in the mix there. Botswana in the second place now for the 1,500 meters. This is Shelton Kube
Now Zambia moving into
into the second place.
second
Indeed,
place.
it's the back straight of the
Now
200
here comes the
meters.
South African. Don't count them out just yet.
Yes, that is what we would
Villas.
like to see.
And Becker,
That is what we would
Tracking
like to
the-
see.
front pack. Now what can De Villa pull off here?
Here
It's
they
a
come.
1-2 overtaking. They are not even wasting any time.
They are coming strong in.
We understand
And
it's
it
2 more
is
rounds
it
to go.
going straight in. Zimbabweans number 165 in the long jump.
Now Becker,
And that
De
was
Villas in
Panisha.
front. The Zambian tracking him down. That is Chisomo. Chisomo now tracking De Villas down. But De Villas
This is the bell round, ladies and
opening the
gentlemen.
gap. That is the final lap. Can anyone catch him?
Will he be able to keep the pace, or is he still going to improve on this one?
Well, Chisomo is trying to close the gap.
Becker trying to get into that second position
Well,
currently. But it is the South African athlete taking the lead on the 200-meter mark now.
last 200 meters.
This
This
is
is De
indeed-
Villa. Strong,
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
very strong.
Fighting there.
strides
Going
from De Villa.
strong.
First position is already marked.
150-meter mark.
But here comes Becker.
Becker
now
pushing
trying
now.
to overtake, fighting for silver position. But
Coming
the Zimbabwean,
In the lead. It
That
is South
is
Africa in position 1.
De
Onto
Villa,
the straight.
pumping arms.
Zambia fighting now for the second
First
place.
position is already taken.
That is the athlete in green and gold fighting
In
now for the second place.
That is Michael
Fighting
Becker.
in the second place. What is happening here? ladies and
Zambia
gentlemen?
coming in third position. Well, great runners behind. All have to answer to the king, and that is De Villas.
This is indeed exciting moments.
First time,
Indeed, very exciting moments.
3 minute, 55 second,
The
63.
South Africans
They
laid
sweep this
back
one.
for quite a while, but all of a sudden just appeared from nowhere.
To them, it was a tactical race. Well planned, well executed.
Indeed. Zimbabwe taking the lead there for quite a long part of the race, but couldn't hold on to that. Botswana also quite strong the first few rounds, but as the South Africans was
This is
catching
a
up.
point where the South Africans started moving towards the lead.
Indeed. Looking there at 250 meter mark. De Villiers coming down very strong, swinging those arms, opposite legs and arms swinging perfectly. That gives him the momentum, that gives him the endurance to keep on and moving faster. That was indeed also with a very strong wind of minus 2.9 from front.
The Villiers from South Africa really.
Photo finish. Well, it looks like
that was shoulder to shoulder.
Becker just took that one, but we will have to find out and look at the official results a bit later.
Well, we must give Becker credit. I mean, after dominating in that 3,000 meter, he is already having 3,000 meter on his legs.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, next will be on the track. It will be the T11s to T12 and T13 for the 100 meters final. In the meantime, we have long jump, and that was unfortunately a red flag for the athlete who just jumped. South Africa making ready for this one. There should be Luke Raffles. Will he make it a huge one, this one?
The runway is clear.
Taking his time there, making sure that all the concentration is channeled into the right position.
Now approaching the board.
Is that a valid jump? It looks like that it is indeed a valid jump for Raffles, Luke Raffles. Is he satisfied with this one? Just took had a look at his jump, and he is not too happy with that one.
Wow.
Good run there from him. I think his takeoff was excellent. Just missed that one.
She's over 5 meter mark.
That is just 6 meters. Looks like a 6 meter there.
Close enough to the 6 meters.
This is the athlete in the long jump. Take the run and take it.
Well, I believe this must be
That's a red flag for the athlete.
a no jump.
It's a no jump. Invalid.
Let's see what went wrong.
Could not have a clear view there on the takeoff board. This is bib number 251, and that is from Lesotho, Liakofa Tunaya Liakofa there from Eswatini in the long jump. And Lesotho our member country, one of our member countries, also enjoying it here in Namibia, Mozambique. Gentlemen having their look like a marker have been picked up. That was not supposed to be picked up. And there's his Team Namibia. Team Namibia trying to support their teammates. This is in the T11 on the track. T11. This is a final. 100 meters. T11 100 meters final. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Swakopmund at the Finita Stadium, and the flag of the member countries are really flying high here in Swakopmund. If you have been wondering what is happening here, this is the athletics taking part or taking place here in Swakopmund at the Finita Stadium. Follow us on the different platforms, that is YouTube. And as we said, if you are right there at YouTube, just subscribe. And after that, you ring that notification bell, and that will indeed keep you updated of all activities of NBC in future. And you will be, most important activities will be shared with you, and you will not have any reason not to know anything. Also download the app, that is the NBC Plus app on your Android phone, and you will be able to live stream this as well from the NBC Plus app. Ladies and gentlemen, also if you have DSTV, make sure that you go to the channel 283, and that's where you will definitely make sure to catch up with what we are currently busy with here at the Finita Stadium in Swakopmund. Also NBC Sport Namibia, that is where you can also join in, as well as NBC 2. These are the different platforms where you can get yourself onto to ensure that you do not miss out on any of these events. Mr. Johannes, this will be the tees.
T11 100-meter finals. Well, lane 1 we have Kanyanga Zeka from Namibia. Lane 3 Kapapa Manfred from Namibia. Lane 5 Haindongo Job Gadinifa from Namibia. And lane 7 Kasinga Pedro from Angola. These are your T11 men 100-meter finals.
3 Namibians in this race.
3 Namibians
This is quite impressive.
1 Angolan.
This is quite impressive.
Will they clean
Will
it?
this be a clean Namibian 1, 2, 3? We will have to find out.
Or will the athlete from Angola pull off an upset? Kasinda Pedro.
There they go, ladies and gentlemen. These are the athletes from Namibia pulling on the inside lane. It is indeed lane 4 and 5 coming very strong there for Namibia. Going fast over the finishing line. And it looks like it's going to be a 1, 2, 3 for Namibia.
Well, clean sweep by Namibia. And let's not forget, this is finals.
This is finals. That is bib number 317, which is Haindongo Job, who is taking this for Namibia. Job Haindongo and his guide making sure to take this one for Namibia.
The replay shows the athlete in lane 1. Kanyanga struggling
They
with the
did
guide.
struggle, yeah.
And now Haindongo taking that
That
one.
was a smooth run from him. There was a struggle in lane 1.
But I felt like Kasinga was too close to Kapapa.
That would be...
Or is it? Oh
Indeed,
yeah, but
indeed.
it's a clean sweep for Namibia.
1, 2 and 3.
1, 2 and 3.
That's in the T11 men final.
Quite an interesting race. That was a powerful one, and we got entertained.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, next on the track will be the T12 for men. And that would be, we will give you an introduction to the runners a bit later. We will give you a update on that one. Long jump is also still currently underway, and that's indeed a white flag for the athlete who took the jump. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Swakopmund. The weather is indeed lovely. We cannot complain about the weather here in Swakopmund. Lovely, lovely, lovely weather for athletics, and athletes are enjoying themselves right here in Swakopmund. The wind is getting it's getting a little bit moderate, but right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back soon. For now, till a bit later.
And I'm joined now with the winner, of course, of the T Men's 13 category right here in Swakopmund. Job, congratulations on that one. How are you feeling after that race?
Okay, me. Today feeling good.
Feeling good. How was that race for you?
Enjoy.
Maybe he's got.
I'm feeling good because we're looking so difficult to train. Sometimes training is because far from him. Then we work hard so that in the region 5 so that we can bring our medal in our country. We love learning, we enjoy it, but it is what not easy. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Lane number 7 and 8.
Bib number 311, Kabichi Stefano, Malawi. Those are the athletes for the 100-meter T12 final.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that short break, and we are back for the T12. That is in the 100 meters, and in lane 1 and 2 would be Shandam Piwa Ubuseng from Botswana. In lane 2 and lane 3 and 4 will be Zambia's Daniel Firi, and in lane 5 and 6 will be Angola's Daniel Faustini, and from Malawi in lane 7 and 8 will be Stepano Kabichi. These are the athletes in the lane draw for the 100-meter finals in the T12 category. A huge jump there from the Zimbabwean at the long jump. Botswana in the final, Zambia, Angola and Malawi in the T12.
Paulinus Muyega, Namibia. Spaloji Kachebere, Zimbabwe. Mohamed Ishmael, Eswatini. Loha Maya, Botswana. Team managers, let us prepare those athletes for the medal presentation. Long jump, first division.
Some long jump medal ceremony that might be taking place a little bit later today.
Let us prepare the following athletes. Paulus Kawina, Namibia.
White flag there for the long jumper.
South Africa. Blessings Chibayo, Malawi. Rian Chigwedere, Zimbabwe. Let us prepare those athletes.
Getting ready, ladies and gentlemen. This will be for the final in the T12. Will Botswana be able to pull off this one? Is it Malawi? Is it Angola? Or is it Zambia? We will have to see soon. Getting themselves ready.
The Botswanian just jumping. Wow.
And there they go, ladies and gentlemen, looking at lane 3. That is Daniel Firi, but it is Botswana, and that is indeed lane 1 taking it there. Will it be from Botswana? Lucky Ubuseng, Chanda Piwa, Lucky Ubuseng who took that one. Daniel Firi fighting there to pass, but holding on to this one was bib number 296, Lucky Ubuseng. Obuseng. This is the athlete.
Matthias Shababi, Namibia. Zima Kayelilwe, Eswatini.
Botswana, Namibia giving their some of their support. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, coming fast there. This is indeed, look at Daniel trying to hold on to that one, but couldn't. Look at those high knees from Lucky Ubuseng going fast there. Then it is Zambia's Daniel Firi fighting there, but couldn't hold on. Daniel Faustini coming in for the 3rd place. It is indeed Ubuseng taking that one.
Quite a strong
Ubuseng.
finish. That was a strong finish by the athlete in lane 1 from Botswana.
Namibia fortunate to host these events, and it is indeed
There is athlete from South Africa who attempted the long jump right there.
The long jump is still busy as well.
That was the athlete from Lesotho taking that jump. Quite a long jump, long distance. He covered good distance indeed.
On the track, we might be seeing the T13 men. It's a bit later, but in the meantime, a long jump is still busy on the field. Just a replay from the T12, going strong there.
Keep your eyes on the
Obuseng
here close to the pavilion.
from
It
Botswana,
is the men
taking it fast there. Daniel Firi trying to fight there, but couldn't hold on to that one. And Daniel Fustini from Angola taking the third place there. Coming in was Malawi's Stefano Kabichi. These are the athletes in the T12 100 meters final. Gold for Botswana, Zambia silver, and Angola taking the bronze there.
Mozambique in 2026, ladies and gentlemen. If you would want to prepare yourself
Zakaria from Namibia is about to take the jump. Runway is clear.
Some of them would be participating.
Will it be enough to place him in a goal position? Here comes Zakaria now, approaching the board, and beautiful takeoff. Well, it's an overstep. That will be a no jump. Well, must be very frustrating jumping something close to 6 meters and just to be recorded as no jump. Mr. Norman.
Another athlete from Namibia making ready for his jump. That is the bib number 110. It is Terswin Hak from Namibia trying to get over the 6 meters here as well. Will he be able to do that? Indeed, the athlete from Namibia, Zakaria Konjila, couldn't hold on to the takeoff board. Just looked like he overstepped that one, coming into contact with the prohibited part of the board, the takeoff board, and he overstepped a little bit there for his chance in the long jump. This is Swakopmund, and we are having a fantastic time right here at the Finita Stadium as we are preparing for the T13. That is the final for T13 men. We will give you a introduction soon. That's one Hak taking it, and that would indeed also be a red flag for the youngster.
Well, I'm sure he will just retrace his steps. As you can see, the rhythm regarding the approaching of the board was a bit off. That's why he did not even bother taking the jump.
Indeed, that is a good observation, Mr. Johannes. He was indeed not in step and out of rhythm. Next will be Angelo Ratz, also from Namibia.
Quite an interesting fella. He's off. Powerful sprint and takeoff. Ooh. Well, I feel like he can do better than that. The sprinting was quite aggressive, but the takeoff was not good enough to launch him over at least 6 meters into the air.
Indeed.
Well, these gentlemen, this will be their playing ground. This is where they will be performing for the next few minutes.
On the track, we are making ready for the T final. The T13 final.
Quite an interesting lineup. We have different countries in this one. Botswana, Zambia, all countries are well represented.
Yeah, indeed. This is for the T.
Athletes are settling into the blocks.
The T13. Looks like 2 athletes will have to leave. Yes, this will be only lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, and lane 5 supposed to be there. Don't know what happened here. Why did they send off the athletes and send them back again? On our list, it doesn't match up here. Quite 6 athletes on the lane 2 should be led Claw. That is lane 2 should be Okomoditse Samai from Botswana, Lesotho's Letolo Letua, Malawi's Boyson Maseko, Malawi's Wungani Wilton Chawinga, Namibia's Freddie Felix Kalenga, and Silent Mujaji from Zimbabwe. Those are the athletes that should be on the track.
This race belongs to anyone.
This is indeed.
But keep your eyes on the Botswanan in lane 2 and the Namibian in
Lane
lane
6.
6.
That's 321. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Region 5 Games, and you are witnessing day 2 of the athletics right here in Swakopmund at the Finite Stadium. And seeing quite a lot of familiar Namibian faces on the pavilion. It is nice to see our people here in Swakopmund making sure not to miss out on this wonderful, prestigious event here in Swakopmund. Later on today, there will be some medal presentations as well, or medals, victory ceremonies, and we will be giving you some. It looks like the T13 man has just been moved back. We will have to find out what is happening there a little bit later. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we also have the long jump on the field taking place there, and Namibia represented there by 3 of the athletes, Zimbabwe by 3 of the athletes. No, actually four Zimbabwean jumpers. Mozambique 1, Botswana has 2, South Africa has 1, and Lesotho has 2. So these are the long jumpers. Looking at.
Well, next up is Dima Lofike from Botswana. He'll be taking his jump. The officials just making sure that the takeoff board is in good condition.
We also have the 100 meters for men that is happening a little bit later today. That will be the final. Seeing Ruano Dirkavalo from Namibia looks like he is part of the final 4 men.
That was Dima from Botswana. It's a clean jump.
Coming up now will be the 100-meter men.
Just below the 5-meter mark.
100-meter men will be the race that will be coming up, the 100-meter men final.
Well, like you said, Mr. Norman, there goes the 100-meter men final. They're warming up and setting up their blocks. Mr. Norman, what are your expectations from this?
Indeed, we saw some very fast runners here, and Botswana might be the favorite here in this race, but many surprises might still come out from here. That was Botswana taking that 10.47 seconds in the 100 meters earlier today. Will they be able to pull this one off again in terms of that? We had quite a strong wind coming from the front, and that is that might influence the time. But still looking forward to great times in terms of the 100 meters. What also happened there would be looking at Der Cavallo, might be pushing there for this one in the 100 meters.
Well, in the finals, where we have Namibia, Lesotho, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Malawi.
That's for the T13.
Ooh,
that would be a little bit later. I think we will just be hanging on and give you some info on the 100 meters for men.
And look, Raffles is about to take his jump. Powerful sprint towards the board and beautiful takeoff. This is his playground. The South African. That's beyond 5 meters. Just a replay. Sprinting towards the board. Powerful technique, and the takeoff was well executed.
Beautiful jump there. Nice high up in the air. Make sure to stretch those extra centimeters to get a good jump there. Nice big jump there from the athlete from South Africa. Is this Lesotho?
Yes. Leah Kofa. About to attempt. Well, that was a bit short. I'm sure he can do better than that, even though it's a clean jump.
A little bit stiff in that one. And not making sure to have enough flexibility. Springs. We need some springs on this one. That is indeed.
Why do I feel like maybe he used the wrong leg to take off?
To take off, just to make it a jump. But indeed, a little bit of.
You can see he was barely hanging on in the air.
Zimbabwe, Namibia, Daniel Kachichike also in the mix there for Namibia in terms of the 100 meters final. Two representatives there for Namibia.
Here comes Mohaila. Quite a short jump as well from the teammate Mohaila from Lesotho. Gentlemen are settling into their blocks. This is the man 100 meter. And off they go. This is the main 100 meter, and they are on the way. Here come the athlete from Botswana trying to pull away, but yes, it is Botswana indeed, but Zambia taking this one in a comfortable win.
Look at this one. Indeed, Botswana looking very promising there from the start. And what just happened there?
Is it Zambia? Is it Zimbabwe? I think... Let's look at the replay, Mr. Norman.
That's indeed our athlete there from Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Taking it very strong over the finishing line. Botswana coming in for the second place and might be
third place between Namibia
there for a third place. But excellent time, 10.59 seconds. That is still a beautiful time.
In a headwind.
In a headwind of minus 1.8. That is indeed a lovely, lovely, lovely time still. What a race here from the youngsters. Good time there.
Zimbabwe taking gold place.
Indeed. We would love to see that replay again, just to see how these youngsters come, how he came to the front. Zimbabwe indeed victorious in this one. Botswana settling for second place. Will Namibia be in the third position?
Or will it be the South African?
That we need to find out a bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, we will soon also have a victory ceremony that will be for long jump in the Special Olympics Division 1 for male. Mr. Johannes, the long jump is looking like they are sorting them for the top 8. And they will soon have another 3 rounds, the top 8 gentlemen in terms of long jump. We will also still have on track, that is the T13, or is it the men T13?
T13. T13 100-meter finals. And I believe that third place in the 100-meter.
My name is Ndoripula Hamtumwa. I'm the chairperson of the Region 5 Youth Games. Namibia is known for hosting major multidisciplinary games. As you recall, in 2006, Namibia hosted this edition, and that created a platform for us to be able to host junior multi disciplinary competition, such as the AU Region 5 Youth Games. We have the systems in place, therefore Namibia is destined to host these major games. This is a platform where we shape characters, where we shape new ideals, where we create friendship, where we begin to speak about economic empowerment, youth empowerment, and this creates excitement. This brings in the nerves to make the competition great, because this is where we break barriers. Destiny is only shaped by those that believes in working with the youth. And for me, I remain indebted to these young men and women who believes that Africa must arise, and it can only be arise by bringing everybody together and bringing the youth at the center of development. My wish is that when all the athletes that are coming here, they must come with an open mind that dreams can become a reality. Sport has the power to create an economic enhancement in the lives of all the athletes. So I wish all the athletes that are coming here all the best, and as I said, all dreams are valid and they can be a reality through sport.
My name is Jacqueline Gertze. I am the General Manager for the Local Organizing Committee for the Region 5 Youth Games, Namibia 2024. The beautiful thing about the Region 5 Youth Games is that is your biggest multi-sport event in the SADC region. From our side as the Local Organizing Committee and from the desk of the General Manager, you know, all systems are running. And as a country, we can with confidence say we are ready to welcome 9 other nations into Namibia as early as from 29th of June. For the first time also, this is the 11th edition, but for the first time, Special Olympics is part of the multiple sports event such as this, which is the Region 5 Youth Games. So inclusivity stands out as a very big highlight. And then also, not only inclusivity in terms of special athletes, athletes of disability, but also women, girls and boys competing in different sports codes with equal opportunity. It's a very big moment for communities and the nations to gel, to come together, get to know each other and really represent the African Union vision. The main factor here is sports infrastructure development to enable everybody to have access to sports. Namibia always promoted the active participation of young people in arts, music, sport and so on, but the one thing was missing, and that is that we don't have access to sports facilities for everybody that loves the game. These games is basically creating that. We are representing the government of Namibia. When they speak, they refer to boys and girls, able and disabled. There's no moment in these games, and over the times that I have lived into sport, that I have seen leadership speaking with the same voice in terms of inclusivity. And that is for me the best space to work in, and that inspires me a lot.
It is the Region 5 Youth Games 2024. We're excited for you to join us in the land of the brave, Windhoek, Namibia. We're also excited for you to join us on the socials, and we have 3 main hashtags for these games. And I've got my chairman here as well as my general manager to share with us the hashtags. Hashtag
Own the Moment
and hashtag
I am Region 5.
And it is hashtag more than games. We're excited. Join us on our socials. Join us, share your videos with us, and walk this journey with us. It is Region 5 Youth Games 2024. See you there.
We are double the trouble and double the speed. Join us, your hosts, as we take you on the ultimate ride through the world of high-performance cars. From the latest models to classic machines, and from racing cars to the muddy gravel of Namibia. This is Twin Turbo.
Winning the silver medal is Mohamed Ismail Eswatini. The champion of the long jump Division 1 male, winning the gold medal is Leago Maya from Botswana. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And there was the medal presentation for the long jump Division 1 male. We are going to do the medal presentation for the long jump, Division 2 male. Medals will be presented by Mr. Maxwell Jelen, the Secretary General of Zone 6 Eswatini, accompanied by Mr. Dino Lamini, Sport Council Chairperson from Eswatini. In fourth place, Paulus Kawina, Namibia. Winning the bronze medal is Inam Kaba from South Africa. Winning the silver medal is Blessings Chibayo, Malawi. The champion of the long jump Division 2 male goes to, with the gold medal, Rian Chikwedere, Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That marks the end of our victory ceremony. That was the T13 100-meter men final.
That was the 100 meters for T13 men, and we have just concluded that 100 meters for the T13.
Here in the heart of Namibia, where red dunes meet ocean blues, where sunsets write poetry across the sky, a new chapter is about to begin. From Swakopmund's breeze to vintage rhythm, we don't just play for points, we play with purpose, with pride, with heart. In 2025, we welcome you, Region 5, 10 nations strong, not just to compete, but to connect, to grow, to shine. Our streets know struggle. Our people, they know strength. And our youth, they know exactly what it means to rise. So step into our home. Feel the beat of Africa beneath your feet. Let the cheers echo through Independence Stadium. Let your story unfold with every race, every goal, every try. This is for you. This is Namibia. This is your time. Own the moment.
Get ready for the most electrifying sports event of the year. It is the 2025 NBC Battle of All, happening at the Ares Primary School Sports Field on the 5th and 6th of September 2025, and it's gonna be massive. Whether you are kicking goals, landing net shots, smashing spikes, throwing perfect darts, or going full force in tug of war, this is your battlefield. Gather your squad and register now for soccer, netball, volleyball, darts, and the all-out classic tug of war. But don't wait, registration closes on the 22nd of August 2025. For more information, contact Adolf Chivinga at 081-320-9962 or send an email at achivinga@nbc.na or call Gabriela Olibile at 0812809137 or send an email at golibile@nbc.na. Bragging rights are on the line. Pride, passion, power. It's the NBC Battle of All 2025. Be there or be told about the event. Let the battle begin.
Hi, I'm Beulah Boyce-Bierkes, NBC Public Relations Manager, and I enjoy watching NBC Plus at home and on the go. Wanna get some ice cream, Daisy?
My name is Ndoripula Hamtumwa. I'm the chairperson of the Region 5 Youth Games. Namibia is known for hosting major multidisciplinary games. As you recall, in 2006, Namibia hosted this edition, and that created a platform for us to be able to host junior multidisciplinary competition, such as the AU Region 5 Youth Games. We have the systems in place, therefore Namibia is destined to host these major games. This is a platform where we shape characters, where we shape new ideals, where we create friendship, where we begin to speak about economic empowerment, youth empowerment. And this creates excitement. This brings in the nerves to make the competition great, because this is where we break barriers. Destiny is only shaped by those that believes in working with the youth. And for me, I remain indebted to these young men and women who believes that Africa must arise, and it can only be arise by bringing everybody together and bringing the youth at the center of development. My wish is that when all the athletes that are coming here, they must come with an open mind that dreams can become a reality. Sport has the power to create an economic enhancement in the lives of all the athletes. So I wish all the athletes that are coming here all the best. And as I said, all dreams are valid and they can be a reality through sport.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the youth game here in Swakopmund Vineta Stadium. Right in front of you, we'll be having the 400-meter T13 final. This is the men 400-meter T13. Well, we have the likes of Angola, Botswana, and Mozambique. Right at the long jump.
It's a 400 meters. Will it be a T12, T13, or a T11? We'll just soon update you on that one.
Quite a replay there by the long jump, launching himself into the air. Beautiful, beautifully done. And that was Katunda from Zimbabwe.
This is the youth games, ladies and gentlemen, Region 5 games, right here in Swakopmund at the Finite Stadium. And if your friends and family don't want to miss out on this 400 meters for the different T categories as well as mainstream body or mainstream athletes, they can follow us on the platforms. That is YouTube.
Well, here comes the Namibian in another jump. That was Zakaria Konjila from Namibia. Well, quite short on the jump a bit, but it's something to settle for.
As well as on NBC2 channel on DSTV is 283. YouTube, just subscribe and read that notification bell, or just hit it, the notification bell, to ensure that you do not miss out on future events of NBC activities that they will be bringing live to you in terms of sports as well as other activities across the country. Now also, if you have an Android, you can download the NBC Plus app, and you'll be able to see us from anywhere in the world. Don't miss out on these platforms, or invite your friends and family to come straight to the location here in Finita, that is right next to the dome. That is the Finita Stadium, where you can experience this live and enjoying this wonderful weather we have here.
Oh, the athlete from Zimbabwe, another good takeoff. Well, I believe we are dealing with the top 8 now, Mr. Norman, there by the long jump.
That would be indeed like that. Mr. Juan, is where the top 8 will be having the last 3 rounds.
Up next. Well, right on the track, point of correction, that will be the 400 meter T12. Men 400 meter finals. Now, runway is clear. Or back to the 400 meter T12 final. And in lane 3 from Botswana. And lane 5, he's also from Botswana. And in lane 7 from Mozambique. The athletes are settling into the blocks. This is the 400 meter T12 men final. Keep your eye on the athlete from Botswana. Quite a clean start from both athletes. The Mozambican now going wild on the outside lane, but here comes the athlete from Botswana, overtaking the teammate now. But beautiful stride by the athlete from Mozambique, demonstrating beautiful technique, running form indeed. But here comes the Botswanan now, trying to close the gap. Last 200 meter. Can he catch the Mozambican? Well, Botswana trying to close the gap. Mozambique holding on to first position. Here comes now the athlete from Botswana, and in third place, still Botswana. Angola still stuck in fourth place. Here comes Botswana now, overtaking in the last lead. Last final 100 meter, and Mozambique now trying to come back in the game, but does he have enough in the tank just to catch up? Well, he does. He overtook the athlete from Botswana and finishing in first place. That was
Looks always like Mozambique could not hold on that one, but coming back strong there.
And Angola just falling right at the line, but well, it's a good finish as well.
Botswana taking second place. This is the T12.
Quite the replay. The athlete from Mozambique exploded out of a block, trying to open the gap and trying to separate himself from the rest of the pack. But right at the 200 meter mark, you can see that he was trying to preserve energy or conserving energy, but the Botswanan now trying to get into the first position, trying to keep the first position, trying to hold on to the first position, but yet Mozambique coming in on the last 20-30 meter just to grab the gold. Beautifully done.
That's great stuff there from Mozambique. Was leading, but got to fall back and recovered again.
And so sad for the athlete from Angola falling right at the finish line, but he did manage to finish.
Picked him up himself and ensure to finish the race.
Yes. Up next, well, the athlete from Mozambique. It's a white flag. The officials will be measuring that.
It's T13, I believe it will be next on the track in the final. We will be having soon a lane draw for the athletes in the T13 in the final. 400 meters for men as well. Will be a little bit later today. Getting ready there is the T13.
T13 athlete warming up and preparing. This is the 400-meter men T13 final.
That's indeed 400-meter men. T13 final that will be on the track, and that is look like a full track there, Mr. Johannes. That we will soon have there.
It is a full track, and you can see the athletes are ready and very much excited. Everyone wants to grab their gold.
Indeed, Botswana in the inside lane, there is lane 2.
Right on the outside lane, Zimbabwe.
That's lane 7 and 8.
And Zambia right in the center of the track. Lane.
Will be the Malawians in the center there. I don't think we have any Zambians here.
Ooh, that's Malawi.
Indeed, Malawi there in lane 5 and 6. We will be soon giving you, ladies and gentlemen, the lane draw indeed for this race. That is the T13 men final, which will be happening right here at the Finite Stadium in Swakopmund. If you are currently around, make sure that you come around to the Finite Stadium. It is right next to the dome here in Swakopmund, and you can follow us on the following platforms. That is the NBC's YouTube channel. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell there, as well as making sure that you do go onto NBC2, the NBC Namibia Sport, and also make sure that you are getting onto the platform that is by downloading the app from on your Android phone, and that would be the app that is NBC Plus.
Well, Kalengi Freddy Felix from Namibia will be missing this one out. Supposed to be in lane 6.
We are not aware of what happened there. Did he simply just not show up? Or is there something more into this that we need to find out?
Well, let's hope he's just running late. But, well, let's hope he shows up.
These are our supporters from our member countries as well. It looks like South Africa, members there from South Africa, supporters from South Africa in their grandstand. And it looks like they are ready, Mr. Johannes, for this race. And that is T13 to, they are 6 on the track. There's supposed to be 8. Is it? No, there are 7 indeed. Coming very fast on the outside is Zimbabwe's Asha Muzungo. Taking it fast there, coming in the inside. Next to him is Malawi. Bongani, Vilto, Chavinga coming in there strong, but it is Zimbabwe's Musongo going fast there. Malawi now in the second place. That is line 5 and 6. Lines 5 coming in very strong for Malawi. And that will be Bongani, Chavinga. And these are the athletes coming over the finishing line for the 400 meters.
Well, Nyasha from Zimbabwe taking that one in a big lead. He really started off very powerful and he kept the nerves just to make sure that he grabs the gold. And Boyson from Malawi came in second.
It is indeed the athletes running very fast there to take in the first 3 places for podium to be part of the victory ceremony. And that is Zimbabwe's Naisha Mutsungo, who takes it very fast there right from the start, going on to the back straight into the 200-meter mark, still leading. Malawians, the 2 Malawians coming in very strong as well, but could not chase down the Zimbabwean in the race. So that was the T13 400 meters final. Coming in is very, very, very much relaxed in lane 8. Is our youngster. Lane 4 and lane 5.
Looks like Malawi took.
Malawi is number lane 4 and 5 coming in very strong there.
Second and third.
That would definitely be podium positions.
Well, that was an interesting race by the T13 400 meter men finals. Well, moving on right on your screen, that is a 400 meter men final. This will be a very interesting and an explosive race. Expect first time from the South Africans as well as the Botswanian. Don't leave out anyone. So Zambia, or is it Zimbabwe, was also looking good in the heats. The athletes are just settling into the blocks and doing the warm-ups. This will be the race of years to come. Mr. Norman, history will be made here tonight.
That is indeed like that, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 400 meters man final. Very, very good times expected here from these youngsters. Will it be a 47? We will have to see. I think we had a 48 yesterday in the relays, or rather in the semi-finals. That is the 400 semi-finals where we had 48. The wind currently is coming in a south-western direction, which might just give them a little bit of some advantage there on the back stretch However, coming into the straight for the finishing would be a big challenge.
It will be a struggle in the last straight. Well, Mr. Norman, are we expecting a 46 here today?
Indeed, that is possible. Having quite a very, very fast finish here in the 400 meters. A sub 48 definitely. But if it is fast, you will be sure about a 46.
Well, the introduction, just to go through the introduction quick. Lane 1, that will be the athlete from Zimbabwe, Chihora Nenyasha. Lane 2, Zimbabwe, Muzondo Ropafando. Lane 4, that will be from South Africa, Francois Boshoff. And from Botswana in lane 4, Junior Tlosanga. Well, those are some of the athletes that we have in here. And moving on to lane 5. Lane 5 will be Sully from South Africa, and lane 6 will be Paris, Junior Paris from Botswana, and lane 7 Mamwe Isak from Zambia, and Grayson in lane 8. But Mr. Norman.
Yes, those are the lane draw for these gentlemen, and we are definitely expecting fireworks here in the 400 meters. I mean, it's the best of Southern Africa who is going to be on the track right now, the top 8 of Southern Africa, who is going to give us here a spectacular race. Indeed, I can guarantee you that we will have some of them pulling out right from the start, but others that will come in very tactful in terms of strategy, and that is some of the areas in the 200 meter mark where we will see things starting to happen.
Well, Nanyesha, Muzodo, Francois, Junior, Sully, Paris, Isak, Grayson. Zimbabwe having 3 athletes in these men 400 meter finals.
Will this be another Zimbabwean domination? We will have to find out.
We shall.
There they go, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely going to be a very fast race indeed. Look in the inside lane. It is the Zimbabweans trying to fight now there for the position, but on the outside lane it is Grayson Kanorumwa from also from Zimbabwe. And then in the inside, taking it very cozy. This is now for the work. Coming in, this will be now for endurance. The taking it very fast. Now the group of athletes are together. In midfield, South Africa coming in. Bib number 274. So Botswana taking the lead. Junior from Botswana. Going fast, South Africa coming in now.
Here
that
comes
is
the other
Botswana.
and right on the line.
What happened there? That is indeed
very
fast.
Mr.
Very
Norman,
fast.
We're raising question during the semi-final if the Botswanan were holding back.
Indeed, that is a sub 48, 47.81 unofficial. What a race here from the youngsters. Taking it on the outside lane was Zimbabwe, trying to pull off very fast with that one. But the South Africans and the Botswanans coming in very strong in the inside.
Yes. This is just a replay of T13.
That's the T13 indeed. What a race there from the youngsters.
Francois Bishop from South Africa was really targeting the Botswanan, but then he came short in the last few meters.
And we can clearly hear the excitement in the
Here
pavilion
goes.
in terms of Botswana taking that gold there.
This is still the replay of the T13 that took place
There's
earlier.
exactly the faces of the Botswanan team. And Quite excited there, and, cheering there. This is what will happen if you take the gold, with no doubt.
With no doubt, they are now rejoicing, singing and celebrating. Well, there goes the replay. Let's look at the way the Botswanians started, but the Zimbabwean were really pushing the pace. But look at the Zimbabwean on the outside lane. Crayson really trying to pull away from everybody, making sure that he comes out of the cave in first position. He was really trying to maintain that though, but then he was running out of steam a bit. He was beginning to tire by the 100-meter mark to go. That's where everybody started closing in on him. But the Botswanian, the way he came in the lead, right at the 100-meter mark. Well, this was very interesting. Junior pumping hard, arms are swinging. He is not stiffening up while the rest are beginning to tire. He was making sure that he will grab the gold while the others are sleeping. But the South African now, this is a point where he started falling back a bit instead of striving for gold, and the other Botswanian overtaking him. That was Paris in second position.
Magnificent run from these youngsters.
This one does not even require electronic timekeepers to verify who came in first, second, third.
That's indeed like that, Mr. Johannes. There you could see Botswana taking position 1 and 2. Still on the long jump. We have South Africa. Is this Ruffles? Luke Ruffles from South Africa. Taking the run up. On the takeoff board.
Ooh, that's
a massive one, that one. Indeed, and it is a valid jump. Mozambique still in the mix also there. Namibia in the mix.
Botswana as well.
Botswana still in the mix there. And indeed, the South African.
Well, I hope he did enough. That was his last jump, I believe. Or maybe not.
It looks like it was a massive jump for him. Looking at all the excitement on his face, he would indeed.
And the excitement on the coach face.
Fist pump there from the coach, or a high five. Indeed, greetings there.
Yes.
To the fellow jumpers.
I believe maybe he took this one.
Yes, indeed, smiles all over as he's greeting his fellow countrymen as well as his opponents. Botswana still in the mood for celebrations.
Well, they will celebrate as long as they can, because that was a massive performance. Taking gold and silver, it's not an easy thing to do.
We are still anticipating to have the 800 meters. That is for women a bit later this afternoon. That would be exactly at 10 minutes past 5, as it is scheduled for the 800 meters for women on the track. In the meantime, we still have the long jump also still busy, but we will keep you updated on that one as well. And I think we might still have another medal victory ceremony a bit later today.
Indeed, Mr. Norman. Well, the Botswanians, the athlete from Botswana, still celebrating.
That was indeed a good one for Botswana, and they do have.
I'm sure Junior must be very proud.
Indeed, Junior making it very, very easy there in the 400 meters. Laid back and let everybody use their energy just for him to come back with that massive finishing there. Yes, as I I have informed the 800 meters for women will be also happening today. We are done with all the 400 meters finals. Next will be the 800 meters T13 women and the 800 meters women final. So those are still the two events on for today. And these might be looking like the T13s. Is it indeed the T13s?
We'll find out in a few seconds.
No, this looks like the mainstream. We have Lorino Maria Arlete from Angola, bib number 205, that is indeed in front. And bib number 189, that is Tadala Nazombe from Malawi. So these are the main stream athletes in the 800 meters. This will be a final. This will be a final. So please take note of this. We are looking forward to this final on the track. And yes, that almost concluded our program for today in terms of track. And just waiting for the long jump to finish, then we will be done on field as well. And yeah, just a little bit of information again to all the spectators. When we're talking about T11, T12 and T13, these are athletes classified only for track in terms of the different abilities to see. That is vision, so vision athletes with vision impairment, and that is indeed the T13s, and that will be on track. The F category, those are the athletes for field events, and they have different categories again in their different field events. That would be F 40, F 41, something like that. And those are our field athletes in different events as well. Our well-known or most decorated para-athlete in Namibia, Joanna Benson, is a T35, and that is the lady that made us proud in the 2012 Olympic, or rather games in London, where she scooped a gold medal and also a silver medal in the 200 meters, in the 100 meters. Gold medal in the 200 meters, and yeah, Joanna Benson, one of the most decorated para-athletes in Namibia.
Well, Mr. Norman, right on the screen we have the 800-meter women, and we have the country, the likes of Angola, Malawi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, and Namibia.
Yes, well presented there by this group of athletes. And this is in the final.
Expect the first start from the South African, or will she play a tactical game here?
Yeah, my humble apologies. I said Joanna is a T35, rather T37. Joanna is a T37, and as I said, well known for these 2012 Summer Games, or the 2012 Summer Games, where she competes in the T37 long jump and sprint events at these Summer Games. There is Joanna Benson, a Paralympian athlete from Walfish Bay. It is at the coastal town. Yes, indeed, Joanna making Namibia proud in that event in 2012 in London. This is where she won the 200 meters race in her classification, and also crowned as the first Paralympic gold medalist in Namibia's history. So she actually opened the door for many Paralympians.
Well, and after that, the rest was history.
History indeed, history indeed. but today she would be 35 years old. Quite not young anymore. Not that young anymore. We are having the following athletes in lane 1, 205. That will be Maria Lei Riho. In lane 2, ladies and gentlemen, with bib number 189 will be Malawi's Tandala Nazombe. In lane 3, from Angola will be bib number 206, Maria Calequela. In lane 4 will be 180. That will be Zambia's Felistis Chimbolea. In lane 5 will be bib number 139. It will be Zimbabwe's Marta Chipuriro. And in lane 6, ladies and gentlemen, South Africa's men's Cheminay with bib number 264. In bib number 140 in lane 7 will be Zimbabwe's Letibule Zimbanda. And ladies and gentlemen, in lane 8, bib number 121, Namibia's Linda Hailulu.
Well, Mr. Norman, we are expecting a fast race from this one. Guards goes off. Every athlete is already blasting out of the block with a fast pace. The Namibian is nowhere to be found in this field. She was supposed to be in line 8, but the South African pulling away now into the lead with the Zimbabwean. Well, from Zambia or Zimbabwe, well, that is the athlete from Zimbabwe with the South African now into the lead, taking off the first 200 meter, settling in. Everyone want to avoid being boxed in. Here come the athlete from Zambia now, trying to charge on, overtaking the South African in second place. The Zambian moving towards the front now from Zambia, and that is Felistus. Now Felistus in the lead. Last 600 meters to go. They're moving quite at a steady pace. This will be...
Yes. One group of athletes moving out. No one wants to be left behind.
No one wants to be left behind. Here comes now the athlete from Angola. That is Maria. Maria now trying to move into the front. But the South African, Chemene just making sure that whoever goes to the front, she never loses sight of them. She keeps tracking them down, using them as a windshield for the strong wind which is here today.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, taking the lead now is the South African on the last 200 meters. Will she be able to keep this, Mr. Johannes? We will have to find out.
Well, she's playing a safe game. She doesn't want to exhaust herself, but she's going into the lead. She's just making sure that nobody overtakes her. Last 200 meter, right up to the last 150 meter. Has she got enough in the tank to keep the first position? Here comes now Chemene from South Africa. Chemene now trying to pull away from everybody, but the athlete from Zimbabwe in first and second, or should I say in second and third place. Here comes now Chemene trying to keep the pace. Quite a strong finish and approaching the finish line. None of them are good enough to catch her. Well, she demonstrated what athletic is all about.
Yes, indeed. Keeping quite in the group from the early stages. Did not let anyone out of her sight. Being like really a aggressive attacker. Don't let anyone out of her way. And coming in very strong in the inside and making sure keep that position for the last 200 meters.
Well, Chemene used experience in this one. She was calculating every move, waiting to make her own move, just to capitalize on whatever the opponents have to throw down on the track.
Very cautious there, taking the lead, but fell back immediately, not to give any suspicion to anyone. And indeed, taking that from the 180 meter mark. Look at that, coming strong in. Look at those arms pumping, and that's what you want to see for a strong finisher. The Zimbabweans pushed as hard as they could, but could not keep up with her in that 800 meter race. Finishing there in style was with a 2 minutes 15.30 seconds This is quite impressive.
It's impressive, Mr. Norman. Well, Simbada and Martha taking second and third position from Zimbabwe.
Now, looking at Zimbabwe, who also produced a few para-athletes from these type of Region 5 games, was Laina Shidole, who qualified for the 100 meters T13, even through a bipartite invitation. Then was also some other athletes in different categories, para-athletes from Zimbabwe, who also won the gold medal in the 100 meter sprint. That is a T46 category at the 2000 Sydney Paralympics, and other gold in Athens. So seeing these athletes are definitely making their way from these type of stages to the international arena. Moulin Mayoni is another example, participated in the 2008 Beijing Paralympics. This is quite impressive from Zimbabwe as well.
Quite impressive, Mr. Norman. But if you notice here today, the South African athletes, when it comes to middle distance and long distance, they dominated this field.
Indeed, Mr. Johannes, we could see that in the 1,500 meters as well, where they have been very strong in that. If it's not a first, it's definitely a second and a third.
And the way they are running it, they are playing a tactical game here.
Indeed.
They are not rushing, they are just waiting for the moment to shine.
And they bring it fast home. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the lighthouse in Swakopmund. If you have not been to any sightseeing of Swakopmund, this is your time to make use of all our sightseeing here in Swakopmund, as well as that in Walfish Bay and Hentis Bay along the coastline, where you will definitely see a lot of what is happening here in the coastal towns. So don't miss out on any of. So that is one of the old lighthouses, which is currently not in use anymore, but rather as a national or a Swakopmund tourist attraction. Ladies and gentlemen, that was finishing the track today, and we will still be with you when we are doing some of the medal presentations. I guess by now the long jump would also be done, and we will definitely also give you the results and also the podium places for that as well. As I have earlier alluded, we are looking forward to some of the greatest games in Africa, as well as that on the international arena that is on the world platform. Coming next will be the Confederation of Africa's Athletics Championships that will be taking place in Abeokuta. That will be in Nigeria. That is where we will be hosting the under 18 and under 20, which will be taking place from the 14th to the 18th of July, as I have said, in Nigeria. Right after that, by the end of July, there will be the African Senior Championships that will be taking place in Harare, Zimbabwe. That is another opportunity for our athletes to participate in. Then also, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere in August, there will be the first ever school sports game, Africa's school sports games, that will take place in Algeria, and a group of athletes from Namibia and the rest of Africa will definitely participate in this historic event that will be taking place in Algeria. That is in August. Then we are also preparing for another major event across the globe, and that will be the Athletics Championships, World Championships, that will be taking place in Tokyo, Japan. That will be from the 13th to from the 4th rather to the 21st of September. That is in Tokyo, Japan. Another big event for Africa will be the African Games, Youth Games, that will be taking place in Angola. That will be from the 10th to the 20th of December 2025, which will be in preparation for the first ever Olympian Games to take place in Africa. That will be the Youth Olympic Games that will be taking place in Dakar, Senegal. That will be from the 31st of October 2026 into November 2026. These are some of the African as well as international events that will be taking place across the globe. That is, ladies and gentlemen, making ready for another medal presentation or ceremony, victory ceremony. Yes, we are currently still keeping you with all the happenings right here at the Finita Stadium, and bringing in is our beautiful flags there. Just the background also of Swakopmund with the different buildings here in Swakopmund, known for the historic buildings right here in Swakopmund. Water reservoirs as well there at the back, and right there far back you can see the Swakopmund. That is where the Swakopmund airport is, and that will be where you can do some skydiving if you are a energetic and acrobatic person who likes adventures. That would be your place to be. Right here in Swakopmund, we are at the Finita Stadium, and we are ensuring that you catch up with all the latest events in terms of track and field for day 2. We will be with you until the last ceremonies, medal of victory ceremonies, and we will keep you updated on that as well. We have our officers getting themselves ready to get us into that victory ceremonies. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as we have said, this is Region 5 and this is Swakopmund. This is the place to be. We will be here tomorrow again. That will be day 3, where we will have another great day of events happening in Swakopmund, and we invite you all to follow us on the different platforms. That is the NBC YouTube channel. If you go into the channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of the NBC activities in terms of broadcasting. Also, make sure that you have the NBC Plus app on your Android phone, and to make sure that you can live stream anywhere, at any place in the world. Also, if you have DSTV, you can go to channel 283. That is where you can catch up with the NBC. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of day 2, and we will have to say goodbye to you till tomorrow. Thank you.